Welcome back to my channel, Healing with Kearra. Today we're taking a look into positive karma that's coming towards you. So, what have you been manifesting? We have 4 piles, and the timestamps will always be in the description. And I always say just go with the very first thing that catches your eye. So we'll be using the tarot here and then getting some oracle cards just to get some advice from spirit in each pile. Pile 1 is the Hidden Light Tarot and the Star. Pile 2 is the 8th House Tarot. Pile 3, the Tarot of Ethereal Visions. And pile 4 is the Sun and Moon Tarot. So you can pause the video if you need a little more time to make your selection. But we'll just get right into it. So pile 1, using the Hidden Light Tarot to look into positive karma coming towards you. Ooh, wow, okay. So right away, we have the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So if I saw I heard being rewarded by kind of leveling up, the people around you wanting to treat you, kind of leveling up the environments you're in, the people that you're dining with, more a higher quality of intake of what you're consuming, what you're spending on, the people that you're spending quality time with. You've had to work really, really hard. You maybe had to cut some people out of your life who weren't the best for you. Regardless, you've had to overcome something really painful in the past, something really hurtful. You could have recently went through some sort of a heartbreak. Someone could have put you in a third party or just did something with another person to really hurt you in some way. So you had to be very strong, persevere, make a lot of tough and difficult decisions to cut some people out of your life, remove some people. You also had to go within and do a lot of tough inner work on yourself and kind of find the light again or find the joy again. And this was very difficult for you. And so now it's like you're being rewarded for all of your hard work. All of your hard work and the efforts are paying off for you. You get to kind of level up in the spaces that you reside or that you casually hang out or where you're dining. due to like you investing in yourself and really standing on like your self-worth or standing firm in your values, not allowing yourself to be used or taken advantage of, no matter how painful or difficult it was. It's like all of that hard work is paying off. So now it's like a higher quality of people around you in your environment. You've chosen to, like, before you manifested this, you had to take a time out and make a lot of really difficult changes. So you could have recently just like started isolating yourself from certain people because they had like unhealthy spending habits, unhealthy just habits in general. You didn't want to like go out and do things in the same way that you were before. It's like more high quality, high caliber, like social interactions with people. You need to have time to like go to the gym or be able to go buy healthy groceries, or just you had to kind of restructure your life in such a way to like put yourself first and give back to yourself and put back into yourself first. And so naturally this kind of removed certain people from your life, but this was like a necessary change that you had to make due to something difficult that you went through. So, as a result of persevering through these really difficult choices or changes, it's like it came to a place where it's like, okay, is it worth it to like make all these changes if or to invest in myself this way if I have to then isolate myself or remove myself from certain people that I care about? But it's like in the long run, it's going to pay off or be really worth it, because then you manifest or you meet like new people that are into the same things or have the same interests in you. Yeah, that's like have the same goals, the same things. So you don't have to make sacrifices in your relationship with them in order to hang out. It's like they're already in alignment with the things that you're trying to do, or investing in themselves in the same way that you are. So then you can come together and like build together or just further yourself together. It's like getting around people that open up new doorways for you, new opportunities. So it was worth it to like make certain uncomfortable changes, no matter who like had to leave your life or exit your life because of it. Um, yeah. So we have the Fool. So this is like totally new unknown territory. This is like a whole new start for you, fresh start. You're in that like zero space before the start of the journey with the ship. I'm hearing it's like you're kind of taking off with like a whole new outlook, a whole new set of people around you. You're stepping into it's like a whole new cycle. There's like this circle here and there's fire around it. And on October 14th, we're having the Ring of Fire solar eclipse. So that could be like an auspicious timing for you. It's like that's whenever things are kind of going to take off more and set off more. Is the time of the new moon. It's like a good time to start things or to like actually get something off the ground. Whereas right now you're in that like zero space, or the in the womb, if you will, like the time before action, when everything is like building and you're seeing everything that you need to see in regards to who you need to kind of like cut out and remove or eliminate in order to get to a space where you can elevate your environment and the people that you're like sharing with and going on your journey with. Yeah, the people that are more like in your inner circle. It's like you have to kind of refine that before you can truly take off or truly start. Um, so we have the Hermit, so that makes sense because I was totally picking up on where it's like you had to kind of isolate yourself at certain points. You could still be in that phase of isolation, if you will, and just kind of fine tuning and refining who's truly for you and who is kind of like playing in your face, or who's operating in a space of like smoke and mirrors and not being upfront and revealing everything um, up front, or yeah, being like authentic. So it's like you're being given the opportunity to see everyone around you's deeper intentions, to know like who should come on board to go on this journey with you, and who you're going to have to be really firm and stand on your boundaries and kind of let them go on their own journey. We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So yeah, you could have either certain things that you're attached to, or certain people, or certain desires that you have that are actually unhealthy, or like jamming you up, or it's like you don't want to take those certain people on board with you that are still partaking in um, those unhealthy patterns, habits, or desires, because it's going to be like a hindrance or like a cog in the wheel, or it's going to cause everything to kind of go out of flow, or it may seem like, okay, well, these are the people I care about, like I still want to have them in my life, but it's like because of their desires and the energy that they're operating in, it's going to come in and like affect your energy to where you can't efficiently move forward in the ways that you want to. It's like you're always jammed up, there's always something going on. It's like that one little hang up to where things can't like run smoothly. It's because you have like people with unhealthy habits, patterns, and desires like operating in your energy. So it's the time to kind of go within and see who's like truly there for you, or who's truly supporting you, or who's in alignment with your goals at this time and is going to help further you on your journey rather than be like a hindrance, um, kind of delaying you or slowing you down, stopping you from being able to progress uh, in the ways that you would desire. So yeah, that's kind of like the action necessary to get to that positive karma. So for you, it's like on the other side of a lot of really difficult and painful things that you've had to go through is going to be great success. It's completely worth it to invest in yourself, because then that's what's going to manifest all of the positive karma, abundance, leveling up the people that you're interacting with, dining with, partaking with, investing your time in. Yeah, people around you who are more in alignment with your values and what you're trying to work towards, the structure that you're trying to build for yourself in your life at this time. So you had to learn a really painful lesson here. So it's like you have this mindset of like there's no more messing around, or you don't have the time and space for people who are still caught up in things that are like not good for them and are in turn going to be like not good for you. Fences and flowers, boundaries. Create a protective environment that serves as a respectful space filled with positive energy, choosing only those that honor your clear boundaries to share your space physically and mentally is needed. Rainbow Bridge, hope. Loved ones that have crossed over are sending you a message of love and strength. Grieving a person, pet, or situation is difficult to move through. Honor your healing process with patience and be surrounded by support and love. So, taming the wind and flow. So, I'm going to read both of those for you. Here, the feather, a symbol that is used in clearing ceremonies for smudging, reminds you of the sacred commitment you make to your life. This is the symbol of consciously bringing the spiritual into the material, infusing the world with reverence and acknowledgement of the higher planes of existence that influence and animate all life. The feather is a symbolic reminder of deliberately entering into a partnership with the Great Spirit to co create for the highest good of all. It's time to clear your energy, be present, and become conscious of how you communicate. This is a good time to write in a journal and put your thoughts into a cohesive form. Perhaps you need to actually do a smudging ceremony in your home or office, creating a sacred space to write about your dreams and desires. Just remember that when Taming the Wind appears as a symbol, it's time to honor the Great Spirit with reverence and respect. It's time to clean up any misunderstandings with others, clear the air after disagreements, and allow others to share their side of things. You are now called to be a good listener. This is not a time to be right. It's a time for you to understand rather than be understood. Good things come out of this restraint of tongue and pen. You will be surprised at how things get resolved when you allow for all sides to have value. There is a natural movement of events in the world. You can see it in phenomena such as tide, the ebb and flow of the oceans and rivers that rise up from the earth, then flow to the sea. The symbol of flow represents the effortless and natural movement towards a certain destination. It signifies an ability to gracefully move around obstacles and reminds you of the sense of allowing. When flow comes to visit, it is a sign that your intentions have been in motion. Now is the time to allow nature to run its course. You are being called to effortless movements in the paths of least resistance. It's like being within music, flowing within partnership. Think of the artist who creates without skill or craft, calling creativity up from the soul and bringing to it life without effort. You are called to be like a river, knowing the fulfillment of destiny is assured. Enjoy the ride. Don't try to push or rush against the river or swim upstream right now. You can trust that when the time is right, your dreams will begin to take shape and you will be invited to dance with destiny. Right now, however, you must relax. This is not a time to bang on doors that refuse to open. Whatever obstacle is in front of you right now, trust that it is for the highest good. It's an opportunity to regroup and reconsider your choices, and you must trust that your intentions will take form in good time. Consider this time a gift. It's definitely a gift helping you to manifest greater abundance. Um, in this card, it was talking about like inviting that spiritual energy into your life. And I feel like that's kind of why you're in this space of wanting to make these changes, or why certain things have suddenly become more important to you that weren't before. So, yeah, Spirit is saying to go with it. And this is the key to unlocking even more spiritually aligned spaces for you to reside and feast. And with the food, it represents too like being spiritually fed and what you consume spiritually. Okay, sorry, I did not mean to zoom in like that. Um, anyways, that is all I have for pile one. If you would like a more personal reading, you can use the link in my description. But I hope you have a really great day. So pile 3, taking a look into positive karma coming towards you. Oh, this is pile 2. I just said pile 3. So pile 2 may also have some messages for anyone in this pile. Yeah, this is pile 2. So you could be wanting to move or relocate. It's like you've recently become super passionate about something that you weren't necessarily super passionate about before. Someone else could have gotten you into it. It's like you saw someone else really fulfilled and really happy. You saw someone else around you, like a friend around you who was really emotionally fulfilled and happy doing this certain thing, or you recently got into something due to someone that you really care about, someone that you're really close with, someone that makes you really happy. So it could be a person, like you could be trying to relocate to be able to connect or get in touch with a person who seems like really, really similar to you. It's like you just recently connected with someone who's in a different place than you, but it's like they're like your other half or your twin flame, or you feel like you've known them all your life or something, or they make you really happy even though they're far away. So you want to be able to like come closer together, merge two things together, or you recently got really passionate about something new and then you got like a job opportunity related to that somewhere else, like a friend helped you get into something or get some sort of a job somewhere, or you met someone online through a friend who's just like super in alignment with you. It's like you seem like literally the same person. You're like, how could we have not met before? They seem like they were right in front of you all along, yet you never saw them or noticed them. If it's not a person, then it's like whatever this thing is, it's like the same type of energy, and now it makes you like happier than you've ever been. So it's like you're newly lit up and passionate about this and excited about this, and you've been trying to figure out how you're going to bring this together, merge this together. So yeah, getting like it's coming from like a friend or someone who makes you really happy, or someone that you really trust, um, someone that you really look up to and respect, someone who seems very secure. So then it's like whatever they're into, you're like, wow, why was I not thinking of that? Or why was I not looking in that direction? Why didn't I consider that? Why didn't I notice this person before? But now that you do see this, or you have been introduced to this, it's like this newfound passion is you're like newly lit up, and you've been trying to figure out how to bring two things together, or how to manifest like yourself closer physically to the things that you desire, the things that you're really passionate about. So with this pile, you could literally be like moving, relocating, or you've been trying to kind of like take action to be able to move or relocate in regards to something like I was describing, or something you're really passionate about or you really desire, but it's been like kind of hard to come together, or it's been kind of taking a long time. Yeah, we have the two of earth. So it's been some stagnancy, or this has been kind of up in the air for a while. It's been really back and forth on whether or not this would work out, whether or not you could do this. The big question could have been like whether or not you had the finances to do it. So it's like the positive karma coming towards you is looking like you are going to have the finances, or you could get some sort of like boost in your finances or some sort of like unexpected lump sum of money from someone, or like maybe like a father figure or someone unexpectedly comes in and decides to like help you out, give you a boost. Someone like sees you and respects you and wants to like help you pursue your passions, and so they decide to step up and like invest in you or endorse you or like give you what you need to be able to get to the next level. Is like you've earned this through, it's like through the way that you communicate with others and you work with others. You've caught someone's attention that you really respect and look up to where they believe in you. They see you've like given others like a really positive energy, or you've given them something to where they see you and they want to help you. They see it's like this energy to where everything was up in the air because you could have been like just short or you needed just a little bit of help. And so it's like someone saw this and decided to like step in and give you that little boost. It's like you give them something emotionally or you bring some sort of balance into their life. And so they want to give back and balance this situation out for you, or to just give you that little bit of a boost to help get something off the ground, or to help you then to actually get this into reality, or to be able to like realize your dreams, manifest what you really desire to see in your life. It's like they believe in you and they see like the hard work and the dedication that you've put in, or like your energy, like how you treat others. So it's like they want to step in and like help give you just enough to like push something over the edge, so then you have like the funds or the resources to be able to get something off the ground, go where you'd like to go, make even more connections. It's like you already have a positive connection, but then they're going to give you even more connections, so then you're able to like branch out in the way that you need. It's like somehow kind of the right place at the right time, meeting the right person at the right place at the right time to give you that extra boost, to be able to be, like push through and be really successful in whatever you're working towards. Stormy seas, unrest. There's a storm brewing that needs your attention. When faced with uncertainty, it's an opportunity to make adjustments and course corrections. Rooted awareness, awakening. You came into this lifetime with your wisdom key to unlock your highest timeline and purpose. When you trust that you are living your soul's perfect purpose, you awaken memories from previous lifetimes that align to you familiar pathways. Trust your instincts because you have done this before. To fire. Bottom and jaguar. So I'm going to read both of those for you. Fire consumes anything that it touches. The flames remind us the impermanent nature of reality and how situations can quickly transform into beauty or chaos. Fire is passion, and its dancing flames invite us to reach to the sky. Warmth and light are heavy, yet too much heat can scorch us. To fully step into the energy of fire is to be utterly transformed, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Warm your hands and your heart by your inner fire. Let it burn away your hardships. Let it consume your pain and your sorrow. Has life become too rigid, too cold, or too superficial? Light a candle to make a bonfire and toss into the flames everything that has become stiff and painful. Give it all to the fire for rapid transformation. Set your life on fire. Are you feeling too fiery? Have you been reactive and short tempered towards others? This card has come to tell you that all fiery emotions directed at others can backfire at you. It's not a good idea to play with fire when you're out of balance or angry. Now is not the time to react or act. It's the time to tame and befriend your inner fire so it does not scorch you. It's a really good key to unlock positive karma for yourself in the future. Good advice from Spirit. The jaguar is a protector of all life in the Amazon, and in times of fear, she brings courage and certainty. Jaguar is at the top of the food chain and never becomes prey. With great stealth, she can track her mark from a distance and not be seen or heard. She moves gracefully through the jungle, relishing the abundance of the rainforest, fearless and at ease. Jaguar knows the ways beyond death and is the master of the shadows, blending invisibly between light and dark, night and day. Jaguar calls you to explore beyond the walls that confine you and go outside your normal routine, to push your limits and boundaries. She's delivering an invitation from your own future to investigate the unknown, to venture into a mystery and the dark places you have been reluctant to explore. Toss all caution to the wind. Know that your jaguar instinct will serve you well. What in your life needs to be released? What have you carried around with you for far too long, which is ready to be let go of for once and all? Jaguar Medicines is available to heal the fear so you can allow it to go. It's time to come out of the shadows and end the shadow games that you may have unconsciously agreed to play. Call on Jaguar to unfetter you from toxic relationships and recover your natural instincts for the right people and situations. It's like once you meet the right person at the right time, you'll finally be able to unlock the abundance that you need to make the moves that you've been longing to make for some time. It's like your soul's been really lit up, and so Spirit's just giving you a lot of excellent advice on how you can actually get there in the 3D to where you would like to be, and manifest or receive all of that positive karma. It's just like waiting for you on the other side. So that's all I have for pile 2. If you watch this far into the reading, I really, really appreciate it. You can use the link in my description box if you would like a more personal reading. I hope you have a great day. Alrighty, so pile 3. We're using the Ethereal Visions Tarot to look into positive karma coming towards you. too many. Okay. Ooh. So we have the Queen of Cups and the Hanged Man. So you have recently chosen Queen of Cups and the Hanged Man. So you've recently chosen to free yourself. In this Hanged Man deck, this person's taking it upon themselves, taking the power back into their own hands to free themselves from whatever confinement that they're in, realizing you don't just have to surrender to the outcome or the result of your own choices or your own actions when you didn't have the full clear picture or information at one time. It's like now you have the power to make a different choice and choose something that's going to be more emotionally fulfilling. So I feel as though your karma is more, or your positive karma is more emotional fulfillment coming into your path. It's like, okay, you were trying to move forward and trying to navigate on your journey, but you weren't able to see everything around you that you needed to see. There was elements or factors that were unbeknownst to you, unknown, blocked off, but it's this energy to where it's like there's no way that you could have known or seen certain things that you didn't know. You couldn't know something you didn't know. You can't see something that like wasn't clearly around you, obviously in your sight for you to be able to see. There was a lot about this that was like in the dark or unknown or was yet to be revealed, yet to come to the light. It's like things had to cycle out in time to see like the true intentions and motives of certain people around you. There could have been certain people around you who had ulterior motives, if you will. We also have the Queen of Wands right here. So there could have been just like another person around you, one person in particular, specifically, that was kind of smoke and mirrors, had maybe more devious intentions, was more selfish and withholding, but it seemed like it was a good opportunity, or it seemed like someone that you could trust, someone that cared about you, someone that you looked up to and really admired, someone who was close to you in some way or seemed like they were going to protect you and look out for you. And then you realize they were just kind of playing you in order to give back to themselves. So, as you were trying to move through and navigate the situation, you couldn't see that. You couldn't see, deep down or the underlying issues of like, the other underlying intentions of this person. It's like there's no way you could have known or seen certain things. So you did the best that you could with the information that you had. You made the decisions that you did and the choices that you did, or you moved in the way that you did with the information that was available to you in regards to the situation at that time. And so you're not, once things cycled out and certain things came to light, it's like you're not held responsible or held accountable for then the choices and decisions that you made whenever you didn't have the full information or the full picture. Like that's not fair. And spirit, the universe, karma doesn't operate in a energy that's unfair, right? Things always balance out. Karma always like balances out the scales. So once you decided to take your power back in the situation and you realize like I don't have to just surrender to this, like there's an element to where you're aware now that you were played or that you couldn't see everything before, and so you moved in the way that you did, or you moved in such a way that you would not have had you've had the full picture, had you have been more clear about someone else's intentions or where someone else was truly coming from. It's like then you wouldn't have made certain choices and decisions, and so you're like, well, if I wouldn't have made that choice at that time, having had the full picture or the full information, I don't have to make this choice now. Like I don't have to continue to make this choice just because I couldn't see everything before. So it's just like having this shift in perspective and choosing to take your power back in the situation and kind of stand your ground, and again just like release yourself and free yourself from this, regardless of the fact that some people around you may be trying to make you feel as though it's like your fault and you have to be accountable for your actions. It's like you did the best that you could, again, with the information that you had at that time. You moved in such a way that you knew to, based off the limited information that you were being given about the people around you. So you don't have to be held accountable for that. You don't have to then um, surrender to that or take, like, yeah, you don't have to take accountability in the sense that like other people blame things on you or make it out like you're the one in the wrong because you did this and this, because they were purposely being withholding from you, or like, yeah, purposely kind of playing you. And so spirit is like all knowing, all seeing, and so spirit sees our intentions and the bigger picture. Like spirit knows even more than you how unfair the situation was to you, or spirit knows even more than you do the level to which these other people around you, or one person particularly, maybe had these certain intentions to almost like deceive you and get you caught up specifically. And so karmic law is going to go off of that and the energy that they put out in the situation and the energy you put in the situation, and not this like fabricated sense of justice or this like manipulated energy to where someone's trying to make you feel as though you have to be accountable for things, actions that you did, or things that you did, the way that you set things up, choices that you made whenever you were being deceived or whenever you didn't have the full clear picture information. And so it's like spirit's giving you permission to release yourself, free yourself, to know that this isn't your burden to take on. There's opportunity and potential out there for you to have greater emotional fulfillment, and you don't have to like settle for the situation where you didn't have the full clear picture information before you made this choice. um, So we have the Nine of Wands. So this is like spirit confirming that you need to kind of have your guard up when it comes to certain people from the outside. It's like learn to have a kind of like a safe space or a safe inner circle, and not let like certain people on the outside in to see everything that's going on like in your inner world, in order to create a sense of inner peace and not have that sense of paranoia of knowing like who has good intentions or who doesn't. It's like only let certain people that you know you can trust into your inner circle, and you don't have to operate in that space of like always being paranoid of what people's intentions are, like how much you should give away or how much you should reveal or how you should like move or operate. It's like, yeah, the best call or the best medicine or recipe for this is just like, yeah, only let certain people in certain ways, or like in to your home or into your more vulnerable spaces, like into your heart, if it's someone that you, yeah, spirit has like confirmed to you that is like on your team or a part of your inner circle, or that you can trust in some way. So we have the Emperor and the Three of Wands. So I'm taking this as like you could meet someone new, or you could manifest or come across someone new in your life who helps get you into a new space, or like helps take your dreams off the ground. There could be like some sort of authority figure like in your life, or it's like leaning on some sort of father figure for stability and support in order to help get you where you would like to be. Because now that you're like freeing yourself from the situation, it's like you want to get into a better place. And so there could be some sort of support around you specifically that you can lean on to help get you to where you would like to be, or to manifest that better place for you. So it's like, you know, it's not this, but you're not exactly sure how or where else you should go. And so it's like leaning on the support around you, or some sort of trusted like authority figure around you to help like balance things out, can help get you to a space where you're going to have that greater sense of emotional fulfillment, or it'll be safer for you to like let your walls down and be soft, or be who you truly are. um, but then you're only going to want to let certain people into that. Like you're not going to just open that up to just anybody. um, Even once you're in this like healthier space, or the space that you would like to be or like to manifest for yourself. And we have the Temperance. So I feel like Spirit is giving you the advice to be very balanced here. It's like as you are freeing yourself and removing yourself from something, it's like doing it in such a way that doesn't bring the situation back on you negatively or bring any sort of negative karma back on you. So, yeah, it's like moving in such a way that you can just actually truly free yourself with like a clean break, like once and for all. And there's no like going back and forth, or again, you're not like then retaliating or acting in such a way that that's going to then come back on you or be karma that you're going to have to deal with in the future. That's the best way to ensure that you're actually freely removed from this and you're no longer attached. So it's going to be like your energy, the way you respond and the way you handle things as you're doing this. But Spirit is definitely like boosting you up or validating you that um, like you're in the right or you're justified in these feelings and wanting to take certain actions in your life. But it's just kind of like cautioning you on the way that you go about things in order to bring the greatest sense of healing and peace to yourself moving forward. Fly free, detach. You're longing to be untethered from what doesn't serve you any longer. A carefree possibility beacons you to release attachments to outcomes and people. Freedom is yours for the taking. Surrender to the process and let go of expectations. Fault lines, repair. Earthquakes come from fault lines beneath the surface. When things in your life are built from fear or ill intentions, they cannot withstand when life shake things up. Use this time to look within yourself and in relationships to see any cracks that need mending or a new foundation to be built. The lower world and the medicine wheel. So I'm going to read both of those for you. The lower world holds the hidden treasures of humanity. It is a place of rich and fruitful darkness where we can find and discover parts of ourselves and the abandoned aspects of our psyches. The lower world is a place of our ancestors where we discover the gift and lessons from the past. It is a realm of the collective unconscious. Here we can meet our demons and transform them into pure energy, our source of personal power. It is time to unearth your hidden treasures. Do not make yourself small in order for others to like or accept you. Bring out the gems and precious stones that you have kept inside your heart, hidden even from yourself. It's time to honor your past and recast your life as a heroic quest. As you journey into the lower world, you'll be offered all the gifts of your ancestors, their struggles, and the way they hurt, the way they lived, the way they died will become blessings. Are you one of those people who do not like to face the past? Now your past is calling to be acknowledged, to be heard, and to be embraced. The only way to become unstuck is to honor everything that has transpired in your life. Reflect on the lessons learned and moved on. If you bear witness to your past and learn its lessons, it will stop haunting you. As you embrace its gift, you will recover a missing part of your soul. So I find that interesting how it said the past will stop haunting you. The only way to become unstuck is to honor everything that has been transpired in your life, reflect on the lessons learned, and move on. If you bear witness to your past and lessons to learn it, it will stop haunting you. Your past is calling to be acknowledged, to be heard, and to be embraced. The only way to become unstuck is to honor everything that has transpired in your life. Yeah, see, it is a heroic quest. So that was really, really fitting. The medicine wheel is a sacred hoop with the 4 cardinal directions well marked. It represents the cycle of life, the cycles of nature, and the particular path of our cosmos. It has been used for millennia in indigenous cultures to bring harmony and well-being to the village. Its directions symbolize the 4 steps the shaman takes to become a better person of power and wisdom. To manifest clear blue skies in your life, it is important to take a look in certain aspects of your being. Enter the medicine wheel from the south and reflect on how you are still clinging to events from the past. Continue to the west and notice which relationships are toxic and drain your energy. Step into the north and ask yourself, do I know my passion and show it? End at the east direction, visualizing how you want to live the next chapter of your life. It is up to you how much time you spend in each direction, minutes, days, or months. But when you are done, make sure to step outside the wheel and contemplate your journey. You must not postpone your healing journey any longer. It can be difficult to start, but you must find the inner strength to step into the medicine wheel, or you may lose your opportunity. There are many ways and many paths. Choose the one you resonate with most. Once you have found it, the only mistakes you can make is to not follow it. Go boldly. Yeah, that's all I have for pile 3, taking a look into positive karma coming towards you. So if you watch this far into the reading, I really, really appreciate it. And if you would like a more personal reading, you can use the link that's in my description. But I hope you have a really great day. Pile 4, taking a look into positive karma coming towards you. Ooh, too many spirit. Way too many spirit. You guys maybe have a lot of good karma coming towards you. You've done a lot of good stuff here. Ooh. So you're overcoming something really difficult and challenging, something, any sort of heaviness from the past, anything that was keeping you down and holding you back, you're overcoming that. It could be, your positive karma could be like a healthy, loving, happy relationship coming towards you. You found a way to release some really heavy burdens that you were carrying. It's like you were trying to move forward. Wow, we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords right here. So it's like you were trying to move forward towards someone and manifest like a divine counterpart. But the only thing that's in between this energy and this energy is this. So there was something burdening you, holding you back, or slowing you down, stopping you from manifesting the type of like divine counterpart, someone who matches you intellectually, king and queen, power couple, someone who fills you up and makes you really happy. Again, someone who feels like your other half, someone who just like gets you, sees you. Um, Someone that you can like share and experience life with, and it's like you both like similar things make each other really happy, but there was something in particular like blocking you, holding you back, slowing you down. It was like specifically preventing you from being able to get to here. That's the only thing in between this energy and this energy was this here, right? That's it. So you finally found a way to overcome or get on top of whatever was burdening you or holding you down previously. Before um you couldn't have that positive start in the way that you wanted to. You couldn't get off the ground. You and this other person could have been working against each other in some way. Um, that was part of like the burdens that were holding the situation down. But like you in particular could have found some way to like break through this, or like take off the mask, or just find a way to accelerate forward after releasing whatever was burdening you, holding you down, holding you back, stopping you from being able to manifest exactly what you want, or like the kind of partnership you want to have, something that can make you really happy. So you could have had someone in mind particularly that you wanted to be with, but it's like it just wasn't working out, or you couldn't come together and you didn't understand why. Or it's like you just wanted to have a certain particular type of partnership or like connection with someone, more of like an intellectual match, and you weren't able to find that or to have that, and you couldn't understand why, or like what was happening, what was stopping you. But there was something, some sort of burden that you were carrying around, some sort of baggage that you were having a hard time releasing or letting go of. It's like in your mind you just had this mindset that this is what life was like carrying this around. You didn't even realize that this was like weighing you down or stopping you or almost holding you back from manifesting exactly what you desire. It's like you were putting yourself in oppression based off of your own mindset, your own limiting belief that this is how you had to operate. This was just a part of life. Like everyone carries this around with them. But it's like the people that do don't ever actually get to where they would like to be. And so it's like you weren't able to see that second half of it. But now it's like there's been some sort of shift in your perspective, your mindset has cleared. You've decided to like release the weight of whatever was holding you down or holding you back, or you realize that it's not safe for you to stay there. You have to rise above something, or like find the strength to like conquer some sort of like demon or battle that before you were just like, well, this is just what life is just like dealing with this. And now you're like, no, I can get on top of this and take control of the situation in my life. And then because of that, that's the natural domino effect to then set the catalyst to this positive karma coming towards you, which is like finally being able to have and embrace what you've really wanted for a long time. So it's like I said, you could have either had someone in mind specifically, or you could have just wanted this specific type of partnership, or someone to like get you, make you really happy, make you feel whole, like someone, your other half, to like do life with. Yeah, someone who just like gets you and understands. Like you can have the same type of banter, like you have the same sense of humor, you're into the same things, like you've grown and transformed in the same ways, so you can see each other's like journey and struggles and how far you've came and feel really validated in that. Or it's like feeling seen by another person or by your partner for the first time. Or it's like if you are finally able to connect with someone in particular, it's like you see them, you see each other on a whole new level or in a whole new light now, without any of these like baggage or burdens like holding you down or distorting your view of each other. It's like being able to connect on a whole nother level, like even more authentically than before. um, Yeah, after rising above something really heavy or burdensome, something weighing you down, holding you back in your life. So the Prince of Wands, I feel like this is like you finally moving forward. It's like the first step is like getting on top of it or gaining control over yourself in the situation again. And then the second step is then taking action, getting off the ground, moving forward, pursuing, feeling free and clear to like move forward and take the action that you would like in order to manifest. It's like taking the reins back into your hands and going after exactly what you want. Um, so we have the Emperor and the Three of Wands in the reverse. So with this Three of Wands, someone's like juggling fire. So it's like you have this intention or this desire to have a very stable commitment or partnership, someone that you can rely on, someone that can rely on you. You no longer want to juggle other options, consider other options before. You could have just been like juggling certain responsibilities or juggling certain things, and it's like this is no longer meaningful to you or worth it. It's no longer worth the risk to involve yourself in these other things. It's like you've gotten really serious um, about what you want to have in your life, what you would like to see manifest in your life, the type of partnership and commitment you want. Someone really stable, really practical, really grounded, someone who's going to like get through the hard times with you or be like a rock and a support through the hard times. So it's no longer worth it. You no longer see the value in like juggling any other option or like people who aren't even on that level. It's like you'd rather make the sacrifices to have the type of commitment or relationship that you'd um, really desire. So that's a part of like getting on top of things and taking control back or taking your power back in regards to something, is like getting really clear with your intentions and recognizing like what you actually need and what would be worth it. um, Holding out for someone that's like on your level. So the Nine of Pentacles, it's like either you reaching out and like offering, showing your feelings or emotions to someone and them being very receptive to it and opening up to you in return, or vice versa, someone coming forward and reaching out to you. It's like once you get on top of this situation, in this sense, then very quickly like someone moves in towards you, or like once you start moving forward, then someone comes in and like meets you in the middle and offers you something or opens up to you in such a way that gets you to then be like really drawn towards them, like sunflowers open to the sun. So yeah, it's like once either you or the other person opens up, then that triggers the other person to be like really drawn towards them or see how in alignment this is. It's like that's the practical connection to where you're kind of getting something off the ground or starting to take it to that next level. The Rose Garden. Gratitude. Take time out to smell the roses and enjoy the goodness of nature. Honor each day by staying present and remembering gratitude turns everything into enough. Unrest. There's a storm brewing that needs your attention. When faced with uncertainty, it's an opportunity to make adjustments and course corrections. Okay, so that card just flew out, so I'm going to take that. We have the medicine wheel on the bottom and the rattle. Yeah, I'm going to take that card. The medicine wheel is a sacred hoop with the four cardinal directions well marked. It represents the cycle of life, the cycles of nature, the circular pattern of our cosmos. It has been used for millennia in indigenous cultures to bring harmony and well being to the village. Its directions symbolize the four steps the shaman takes to become a person of power and wisdom. To manifest clear blue skies in your life, it is important that you take a look at certain aspects of your being. Enter the medicine wheel from the south and reflect on how you are still clinging to events from the past. Continue to the west and notice which relationships are toxic and draining your energy. Step into the north and ask yourself, do I know my passion and show it? End at the east direction, visualizing how you want to live the next chapter of your life. It is up to you how much time you spend in each direction, minutes, days, or months. But when you are done, make sure to step outside the wheel and contemplate your journey. You must not postpone your healing journey any longer. It can be difficult to start, but you must find the inner strength to step into the medicine wheel, or you may lose your opportunity. There are many ways and many paths. Choose the one you resonate with most. Once you have found it, the only mistakes you can make is to not follow it. Go boldly. The rattle is a spirit caller carrying the shaman's prayer to the four directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth spinning on its axis. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman instills a desired destiny into her future, closing with the prayer. Great Spirit, may your will be done. The rattle guides us to pray for all of the earth, not just for our personal needs. When we offer our prayers for the highest of good, everything we need is provided for us. The rattle comes to invite you to work with the tools of spirit, but be careful. They are very sharp and can hurt you and others if they are not used mindfully. Set your old tools aside and take up the drawing instruments of spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is time for courageous deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your expression. You want to catch God on the whisper, not on the shout. When you are trying to craft your own desires and expectations is already there standing before you. Do not spin the world to your own benefit. You are being offered the Creator's tools, which you must put to serve a divine purpose. So it's like the creator is definitely helping you to bring this person back together. That is your positive karma. But once you, or to call in the type of connection that you would like to have, however it resonates, that is your positive karma coming towards you. But once you have this, or once this comes back to you, then the power is within your hands. Then Spirit's giving you this gift, and this power shifts into your hands to make sure that you use the power that you then have in the relationship to the highest good, to treat the other person how you would want to be treated, to give back to them in the ways that you hope spirit to give back to you, and also to kind of come together and use the relationship as like a vessel for the divine, to like give the thanks back, or to be an example to show others how you can come together. Spirit can bring you together to co-create for spirit's highest good, to help kind of like the healing of the collective humanity, like raising the people around you's consciousness and vibration through seeing you in like a healthy and loving experience relationship, and then giving that energy back to the world around you to help people around you heal. So Spirit's giving you a huge gift. So with that comes huge responsibility in order to continue to manifest positive karma out of the positive karma that's being given to you. So that's all I have for pile 4. So thank you so much. If you watch this far into the reading, I really, really appreciate it. If you would like more personal reading, you can use the link in my description. But I hope you have a really great day.